YouTube, welcome and welcome back. Your boy Journeyman 22. I know I've been MIA for a very long time now, probably a little over a month now. You guys probably forgot about me, think I forgot about you, but I haven't. I've just had a very stressful month and a half almost, with transitioning out of this military. So as you can see, my surroundings are new. I'm actually in a hotel and it is 8:24 in the morning, where I'm at now. Before I was located overseas, I was actually in Guam. I stayed in Guam for 3 years, and now I'm finally back over stateside. I stayed there a full 3 years without ever traveling anywhere. I didn't travel back to the States to see my family, so I haven't seen my family in actually 3 years. And I still haven't seen my family because my family now is in Alabama, and I'm all the way on the West Coast. So once I'm done with my Skillbridge program in July, I'll be traveling to Alabama to see my family. And I'm most definitely going to show you all that video. I'm going to vlog the whole thing, probably the whole entire trip, with me traveling down. Haven't decided if I'm going to actually drive down like I did before or if I'm actually fly down to Bama. I think it was a 21.5 hour drive from where I'm located at to get to Bama the last time. So, it was a fun travel, so we may do that again. But yeah. It's been kind of stressful. I wouldn't say difficult, but really challenging to PCS/separate. Anyone who's ever been in the military or is in the military now who's PCS knows the challenges that comes along with trying to PCS out of a location. It's a lot of paperwork, it's a lot of out processing you have to do, and it's just very tedious work to do. But we're here now. I can honestly say that I'm happy where I'm at in my location. Happy with my Skillbridge program, and we're just going to keep the ball rolling on that. So with the Skillbridge program, for those of you who don't know, I'll drop the video description below. I did a video, a couple of videos on the Skillbridge program, but just a brief on the Skillbridge program. Anyone who's separating under honorable conditions, whether enlisted or officer, can participate in the Skillbridge program. If you're retiring or separating, you can participate in the Skillbridge program, and you're allowed up to 180 days. Again, I said up to 180 days. So you may not get the full 180 days, but you can do up to that, whatever your chain of command or your leadership authorizes for you. So for me, I'll be participating in my Skillbridge program for 56 days total, and then after my 56 days of the Skillbridge program, I'll be on terminal for 17 days until I officially transition out of the military, until I get my DD 214. My separation orders. Now I am separating under honorable conditions. Woohoo for that. I know a lot of people who wasn't able to separate under honorable conditions. Who had to get out early due to unforeseen circumstances or whatever the case may have been. But yeah, so my Skillbridge program. I chose to do the Skillbridge program with a car dealership. Now I know what you're thinking. Journeyman 22, you chose to get out of the military, or you're choosing to get out of the military to work at a car dealership. But, this car dealership, it's pretty neat. Comes with a lot of great benefits like healthcare, vision, dental. I think it's term life insurance and a 401k plus profit matching. And the company that I'm working for is actually partnered with Berkshire Hathaway. And you know who runs Berkshire Hathaway, right? All my rich people, all my financially free people would know. Yeah, that's right, Warren Buffett, baby. But yeah, this car dealership, is really unique. It's actually a Honda dealership. I'm not going to share the location with you at this moment, but it's a Honda dealership, and it's pretty unique with the training. I actually started training last week. I haven't had a really official day of work yet, but I did participate in a sales excellence training last week. That was all computer based, and it was really thorough with selling cars and whatnot. And believe me, selling cars is a very, very challenging process, but I feel that it will also be very rewarding in the end, because being a salesperson in general is like a very unique job to do, and it takes a very skilled and a very patient person to be able to do that, which is what I discovered last week. And I'm ready for the challenge. I never had a challenge, I don't feel like this. I've had many challenges in my life, especially being in the military for 7+ years, but this is a new challenge that I'm ready for, and I can't wait to get started with it. Now I'm not officially hired on as a staff member of my job, but after this intern, I have the possibility for employment. So my job right now is to get in, learn all I can, show who I really am, show that I want the job, perform my best, and, hey, potentially get hired after this program, which is, what we're hoping for. Um, a lot of people think, when you're transitioning out of the military, it's time to be lazy. But that is not the case. Anyone who's planning on getting out of the military, at some point you're going to have to get out. But if you choose to get out before you reach 20 years, that's still actually an accomplishment. But don't think you can be lazy. It's actually the time to get more busy in your life. You have to get more productive because, now is all on you. Your workload is all on you. They told me last week it's you get out what you put in. So you have to put in a lot when working in any job, and you'll get out exactly what you put in. Especially working for a car dealership where your pay is based on commissions. You get like a little salary, but the bulk of your pay will come from commission. Now they told me last week the top guy in our job sells around 47 cars per month. 47 cars per month. You know how skilled you have to be, how talented you have to be, how well you have to speak to people, how charming or how charismatic you have to be towards people for you to be able to sell 47 cars per month. 47. That's right, 47 cars per month. And the low end guy sells around 15 cars per month. Even 15 cars per month, you have to have some skill. And, I actually talked to the gentleman last week, who sold 15 cars per month. And he's, a young gentleman. He's actually in the military too, but he's in the reserves. And, he was just telling me about all of the challenges, and how difficult it still is for him. But he's averaging 15 cars per month, which I think is pretty good, because selling one car is something. If you can sell one car to someone from a car dealership, because I feel like a lot of people think car salesmen are bad people. I don't really think they're bad people. They just are people who have to earn, money at the end of the day. You go in, you want something, they get you what you want. They work hard to get you what you want. They try to get the vehicle down to your numbers, as close to your numbers as they can possibly get it. Now they may not be able to do that all the time, but they try to work with you to get you exactly what you want. You just have to know how to work with a car dealership and be patient with the salesperson that you're dealing with. But I think this is going to be a pretty fun experience. Nonetheless, I'm gaining a lot of skills that I can apply elsewhere. If I choose not to work for the dealership long term. But with all of the benefits and with the you have several opportunities to advance within that career field. I potentially may stay with it. Because I like job security. I like being able to grow in a job, and when you're doing the Skillbridge program, you have to, if you elect not to do a program that's already been vetted and that's on AVFEC, and you choose like someone just on your own, they will not approve that program unless there is growth potential for you. The military is looking out for your best interest when you get out as well. So keep that in mind when you're looking through programs. Make sure it's a program that shows that you'll be able to grow and progress, continuously, even when you get out of the military, because that's what you want. You don't want to get out of the military and go to a dead-end job, minimum wage job, because, chances are you work pretty hard throughout your military career. You earn some rank, you earned a better living. If you were married, you got to keep that in mind. You have a family, you want to be able to continuously support your family, with your new salary and with your new job. You want to continue to keep some type of benefits, like health benefits for your family and all, because that stuff is pretty expensive out here. But yeah, that's what's going on with me right now. I've actually did record one more video before I left Guam for you guys. I actually did a collaboration with another YouTuber, with another up-and-coming YouTuber. We got some pretty good information out for you guys just regarding the transition process, the stresses you may face, and, just stuff that we feel would motivate you, when getting out. Now, the goal, of that video isn't to deter anyone from getting out. It's not to persuade anyone to get out, but it's just, to assist, have some guidance when getting out, hey, this is what to look for, because getting out is really stressful. No one told me that separating the military would be this stressful. You think getting in is stressful, but separating is where it really gets stressful, because, you've been doing something, you've been doing one thing for so many years, or, however many years you've been doing it. And, the military is pretty much all you know. So transitioning into, a new world, even for me, because I had several jobs before coming into the military. I actually joined at 21, and I thought that I had everything together. I thought, oh man, I've been out there before. I know what's going on in the world. I'm not afraid, and I'm not afraid, but there are some things that I didn't see. I didn't think they would happen so early. I only been out here a week, as pretty much technically a civilian, and things are already, not the way I expected them to be, and not in a bad sense. It's just, things happen earlier. Right now I'm still currently looking for a place to stay. I've been staying in a hotel since last week, so imagine how expensive that can get. I'm still waiting on my vehicle to come from overseas. Rent a vehicle, so imagine how expensive that can get. So I'm gonna make some pros and cons to separating and how to do things, so that you don't have to go through the same obstacles that I'm going through right now. It can be a lot easier, and this process is challenging, but it's not unbearable. It's not not doable. You just have to be prepared, and be financially prepared. That's also in the upcoming video, on how to save, how to budget and all of that, when transitioning out of the military, because for sure, you don't want to get out of the military without saving a dime. You have to be mentally prepared. And what I recommend is, when you get into the military, anybody coming into the military right now watching this video, make sure you plan to separate before you separate. Don't get to the time where it's time for you to make a decision where you have to separate or re-enlist and decide, well, hey, I'm gonna just get out, and you don't have a plan. For me, I had a plan. I have a plan, and right now I'm working my plan, and so far it's working for me. So when you get out, you want to have something that's gonna work for you, and don't base what's working for me, off of how you're gonna live when you get out. Because I'm simply for guidance. What I say may or may not work for you. But just do what you feel is right for you. Do what you feel is best for you, depending on your situation, and just roll with it. Don't be afraid. Now it's gonna be times where things may seem like it's not going your way, but continuously work that. You can't be afraid. If you're gonna get out of the military, you have to have a plan, and you have to stick with that plan. You have to keep going, just like you did when you were in the military. I'm pretty sure it was days when you were in the military, or it's days right now that you're in the military that you're like, man, I don't see how I'm gonna make it, until the end of my enlistment. I want to get out right now. I will say this: stick with it. Military is a great place for those who want to be there. You have to want to be there, and you have to do your job. Regardless of whether or not you like the job or or not, just do your job, and I promise you, you'll get all the reward at the end, because the last thing you want to do is get a dishonorable discharge and get out of the military, and nobody will really help you because you got that dishonorable discharge. Even a general discharge, they don't really give dishonorable discharges now. Is mainly the discharges I've seen lately were mainly like general, other than honorable. But you want to work hard to get that honorable. The honorable is going to set you up for success when you get out of the military. But yeah, that's what's going on with me right now. As soon as I get my camera equipment back, my battery charger and my lighting, and I'm able to produce better videos in a much better setting. When I get my apartment, I actually applied for an apartment. They called me back yesterday because I forgot to submit a few documents. But once everything gets approved, I'm hoping this week I should be in my place this week, and then I'll still be waiting on my furniture and whatnot to come from from overseas, or wherever it's at now. And my vehicle they said could take up to late June. Hoping I don't have to rent a vehicle to late June. I may just have to buy me a little beater to get around in, just to get back and forth to work. But yeah, Journeyman 22, baby. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share button. If you feel you have anyone may benefit by watching this video, and I know it's someone out there that that can benefit by watching this video, whether they watch it now, whether they watch it in the future, they can benefit by watching this video, baby. Thank you all, and I'll see you again on the next video. Peace.